You know what I want to appreciate you for? The way you jumped on the promotional campaign for the 600 and cartoon fight.
Yeah.
Now that we got a chance to get a little more familiar, it's not over with. I'll show you some shit later to let you know right where we at with it. For this, we crossing our fingers on the December 14th date, and it'll be a nice event. But when I first popped up on your live and asked you this question, you didn't want to like pick a favorite. It's been about a month and a half. Are you leaning one way versus the other?
Financially, yeah. 600 all the way.
Ooh.
Well, let me explain. Let me explain. Because my opinion, I could sway either way. Excuse the word, the term.
Yeah, it ain't like that,
I
y'all.
could go either way. But my thing now is I've accepted bets going for cartoons, so I don't have no choice now but hope 600 wins, so I ain't got to send none of them niggas no money. You feel me?
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to put my vote in. And at this point, if I had to bet, not that I am desiring at this point, because I don't have a bet, so I don't desire a cartoon to win. I don't want him to win. But if I had to bet, I would bet on cartoons. So then I would have to be saying, I believe and hope he win for the sake of my money. But just me, and I'm keeping it to Google, standing in between the two of them and just getting the physical awareness of their presence in close proximity, their energy mentally, without me having anything else to go on, I kind of lean with cartoon.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Originally, I would go with cartoon originally. But then when I
would though 600, I'm just saying.
But then when you think that 600 got a professional experience and he's a big dude doing pull-ups, it kind of changes things a little bit. See, I was going with the cartoons of Beast off the east side. He done been in the pen with some of my homies and they ain't got nothing but the utmost respect for cartoon. Nothing bad to say about him. I'm like, cartoon got this easy. Then I see 600's fights on tape. 600 garbage. He boo-boo. Cartoon gonna dog walk this dude. But again, when I see the pull-ups and hear for myself that cuz is doing his working out and all this, and it kind of even things out. Like, it's gonna be a good fight. But when the money come in, man, I got to go where the money at.
And you think the money, and it seems like 600 is a Vegas betting guy, and you say the money line will be with 600.
Well, what I'm saying, I'm not even gonna go that far. I'm gonna stop at niggas is Cash App and me wanting to bet on cartoon. So I can't cheer for the guy who I'm gonna have to pay out the money. You know what I'm saying? In that sense, cartoon's the favorite.
You know why? One of the defining little intricacies that caused me to just say I would lean toward cartoon. We were doing a photo shoot. And during the photo shoot, 600, and it could be deceptive. I could be wrong. But he stands so flat-footed. He has a confidence. It's extremely confident, but his elder of almost 20 years is bouncing on every step.
Yeah.
And he don't drink, he don't smoke, he's throwing combinations at the air, and at the same, he's bouncing on this. I was glad to see after that some footage of 600 actually running sprints online.
See?
Because I see some bounce.
Yeah.
I see some cardio. Other than that, 600, you know what you're showing everybody. Chili cheese fries and cigars.
Right.
So it's a difference. And, you know, cartoon, he is a person that only consumes water, and he had that bounce, and he had that energy. One is like an overt confidence, and the other one was an introverted confidence. And it could be deceptive. I'm not saying that it's going to be an easy win, but I just felt like at that point, if I had to bet, I would bet on cartoon. So I think December the 14th is the still tentative date. And as soon as I get that locked in within the next week, I'm going to tap into you because we're going to have an actual promotional program. We're going to have to sell some pay-per-views, man. I think you can help us make it worth it, bro.
Shout out to Cartoon, too, man.
Shout out to Cartoon and 600, man. Y'all who are not aware, we will be having a battle of the Giants, Godzilla versus King Kong, December 14th on pay-per-view. Details to be announced very, very soon. On my mama. Y'all had like a very publicized public funeral recently. Rest in peace to the young Mad Ronnie. I forget who else lost their life. That evening, I believe y'all lost two homies.
One. I know of.
Okay, my bad.
Two got shot.
2 got shot. All right. I know a lot of my homies. Shout out my homie Joker from the Deuce. Attended the funeral. Yeah, it's obvious what Mad Ronnie meant to the culture in general. Any things you want to say to him just in this memorial, or it all just based on the fact he's one of the most recent lost ones that was publicized?
I'll say this much. I couldn't make it for financial reasons. I love the homie Mad Ronnie. That was a good homie. Mad Ronnie, what separates him from a lot of the G's, Mad Ronnie messed with every single generation. He was in the trenches with every young homie that came up. So shout out to Mad Ronnie, rest in peace. I want to say this, the homie Big Rick was accompanied by a dude on the original Jungle. I got a picture I'll show you too.
Yeah,
We're not gonna put it online.
All
I
right.
don't have our big homie's blessings.
That's
but
right.
he come to the funeral red down, one of the original Jungles. And so that's a testament to the reputation Mad Ronnie had.
You think people can get away with that now because it's 2023? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. I don't want to shit on him, salute to him, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, but these dudes are older now.
But still,
too,
yeah.
man. Back
It's just
then-
like some of my Damu homies, they like talk to me and they be like, blood, and they try to apologize. I don't even get offended. I'm like, it's cool. Like Munchie B, I talk to him a whole lot, and he tries to be very careful when he play blood. I do the same thing. And since we on the subject, like I saw Munchie B on your platform recently. What inspired that, knowing his reputation for being such an
anti-60, yeah.
and then reputable. And
Yeah.
so Ron spoke on him very highly when he was here. And then I saw you extend that love to him. Is that just the honor of at the top, we know what it is and the culture that we want to see our whole thing do it better? Or do you have a personal relationship with him? Or what is it?
Me and Munchie, we exchanged text messages. You know what I'm saying? He shot me his number. We text each other, but we ain't got no friendship. I ain't never met Munchie. I mean, no friendship outside of the texting. I never met Munchie, but here go the thing. Munchie is sat with Lil AD, my homie. He sat with Ron, the homie. So when I thought about getting Ron on, what's the next good guest I could have? Ron and Munchie like synonymous with their names right now as far as the internet goes. So he's the first one that came to mind, and I know he's within reach. So I just hit Munchie.
I respect it. Well, Munchie's become one of my comrades, not only because we are like, I would say, not co-workers, but we're somewhat working under the same umbrella as counterparts under the StreetTV umbrella.
Right.
And we become we become fluent with text messages and communicating. And I kind of like assumed initially that the communication was all based upon us landing here together. But then I realized that he had an appreciation for me as an artist that extended beyond that. And he also has like connections and ties to people that are very close to me that I had no idea. So I just feel refreshed because I know Cuz got certain rumors and stories on his name that what we consider kind of try to smut him out. And there's a good length he can go to clear this shit up. Whether it's true or not, for his side as a defense attorney at the moment, he has some information he can be offering regularly that would kind of throw a whole lot of clarification on the situation that he's trying to clear, but it would put someone else in a bad light. I just want to give him his flowers for being humble enough and standing on his principles enough to even know he could throw another nigga name in the mix and not put him in the twist. He don't do that because that's a hard one to try to take down without. He has a platform where he goes live, where he goes public on his podcast every day, and he's not spending his energy trying to spin that narrative. So somebody like Ron, somebody like KevMac, Baby Spider from 97th Street, being able to show some support to the opposite narrative maybe being true, I just feel like I appreciate that. And I'm glad you was mature enough to speak on him positively and invite him on your platform.
Yeah, well, he got at me over the phone, and he brought the incident up. You know, it was in the back of my mind.
I know,
right?
everybody we talked, he knows that.
But he brought it up.
That's how I respect him.
And he told me a little bit about the get down, and I didn't ask no questions. I didn't go into detail. I didn't want to hear no more. So I left it at that. You know what I'm saying? He had enough heart and was man enough to even bring it up. So I give him that. Outside of that, Munchie, look, I got several reputable homies that got at me and they liked the interview. So that was surprising to me. But that's when I know I'm doing my job right.
That's the climate we in, though. And I think that you and Alex should be able to benefit on the fact that the city is there, because there are people from opposite sides that have learned to have a love and appreciate for somebody just based on the light that you guys have shined them on them. And you might not never know that.
Right.
You'll never think that somebody watched the video one day and heard a nigga say some shit that they could relate to, and it was only because you guys gave them a platform. And as this whole culture is being captured, documented, presented, monetized, I have interest in making sure those that are the pioneers have a spot in this shit. I salute to what Adam doing. I salute to what others doing. But I believe those that are really the pioneers from our actual shit need they flowers too.
Right.
On my mama. I want to ask you this.
Wait, let me
go ahead.
stay on Munchie real quick.
All right, go ahead.
The homie Caesar's like a big brother to me. Inglewood family, one of the co-founders, right? 77, off 76, but 77.
Lil Bear Inglewood family, shout out to my loved one. Go ahead.
So Lil Caesar tried to hook me up with Munchie years ago. But I wasn't fucking with Munchie because of what you said. He was still anti-homie. So, and the same thing happened with Lil Sody, rest in peace, from StreetGangs.
Lil Sody.
He tried to holler at me on
good
Twitter.
timing.
And I told him, the timing is bad, homie. Timing is too bad. I can't fuck with you.
Did y'all ever get to it?
Nah, and I regret it now. I regret it, but I got to talk to Munchie, you know what I'm saying? And so that was one of the Lil Caesar's wishes that me and Munchie hooked up, and it's done now.
I like to be able to do things for people outside of what they can do, and kind of like, it wasn't your interest, but you was able to make one of your loved ones satisfied, so you feel like you did something.
Well, it's not that it wasn't my interest, because it was.
Okay.
But while you dissing the hood, it's not the time to be talking.
Right.